And then something about equality or something about communists.
Good evening. I'm Oscar Goodwin. We have just received breaking news that 156,000 American, British, and Canadian forces have just landed along the beaches of Normandy, France, to liberate all of France from the devastation of Hitler and the Nazis. We now go to Sarah Hall-Crow live at the scene.
Hello Oscar, I'm here in Normandy, France, and this operation seems to be continuously taking turns for better and for the worse. The overall plan includes the movement of 3 million men in 47 divisions, moved by 6,000 ships with 5,000 fighter planes providing aerial cover. More than 100,000 men and approximately 13,000 vehicles were supposed to be moved during the first 3 days of attack. According to WWII Eisenhower, they are low in resources because apparently they got dropped in the wrong zone. And although the cost in money, materials, and lives are high, the assault is most likely to be a success. And it is believed that this operation that we call D-Day, which stands for Destiny Day, spells the beginning of the end for Germany's Third Reich. They are hoping by August that all of northern France will be liberated. Back to you in the studio, Oscar.
Thanks, Sarah. We now have British historian Nick Hewitt, who believes that D-Day is probably the most ambitious military operation in history. An operation of unprecedented scale, ingenuity, complexity, and risk. Joining him is journalist Araza Hernandez, who believes that this operation is not necessary. We will now go to them live in the studio.
Good evening, I'm Nick Hewitt, and joining us is journalist Araza Hernandez. Now Araza, what is your perspective on D-Day?
Well, Nick, I don't believe that the invasion was necessary.
Oh really? Why is that? And do you believe that?
If you think about it, by the end of 1943, the Russians had been beaten the German army on the Eastern Front, making it almost impossible for the Germans to stop them from moving to Berlin.
But it could have been possible. Opening another front made Germany weaker. Hitler did not expect it at all.
Maybe Hitler did. Maybe he didn't. But the US and British bombings were systematically and rapidly destroying German war resources. It was a major risk that is costing many lives. And what happened if you end up in the defeat? Then what?
It may have been a risk, but that rise has allowed Russian Red Army to take over 80% of Hitler's army on the Eastern Front. And the Soviets had a very good chance to crush Germans by themselves by having Western Front being occupied as well as a consequence. If the invasion didn't happen, most of Europe would have been controlled by the Soviets.
Well, I hope you're right, Nick. I really do. I guess everyone has their own opinion on this situation.
And yes, they do. Back to you, Oscar.
This military operation was a major logistical undertaking. We are hoping to receive more information on the story tomorrow, so join us at 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. Special thanks to Nick Hewitt and Araza Hernandez for joining us this evening. I'm Oscar Goodwin, Channel 7 News. Have a good one.